Balot! So long, Bowser. Thank you so much for playing my game.
What up? Sup, gamers? How we doing today? 135 stream streak. Sound Crowley with a 5 stream streak. I am Barman for the 45 months prime. And a secret primer. A secret primer out there who has yet to share with us. One day I'll fix this. One day I'll get it to work via like actual Twitch shares. Rico, they have the 21 months tier 1. Crispy Maestro, they have the 19 months prime. I think you guys got like a little scam. I think Crispy Maestros might have counted twice. Wait, we're at 5, so another secret prime? Oh my goodness, dude. The secret primes just can't stop. You have to head back to the office, but maybe I'll sit here in the car for a short bit first. Yo! Sir Chris of Space, they have the 12 months prime. Read the Sloth, they have the 41 months prime. Oh my goodness, chat. Are you excited about FIFA E? I'll be honest, I didn't even know I was going to go live today. And then I saw somebody else streaming pro gameplay, and I thought, how am I not stealing this content? How is this pro gameplay content something I wasn't aware of I could steal? Joe Mama, you've been streaming a lot lately. You doing all right? Yes, I'm doing all right. We got a hype train. So I figured, why not rip a go live? You know me, Mr. Go Live. Proverb! They were gifted a chai tistic. What we really need, though, is a YouTube video. When's the last time I posted a YouTube video? Mr. Go Live might be going live, but Mr. YouTube video post has been missing. It's been 2 weeks! One Pocket Kid 21, they were the 17 months prime. You know, it's no big deal now, but at the end of the month, when I realize I haven't uploaded a single video, it's going to be a problem. We have a big communication problem in the scene when even Feer doesn't know about tournaments. Dude, literally that's why my title says, like, what is this all about? I don't even know what the deal is with this FIFAe Nations League. So part of the reason why I went live was like, let's figure it out together. Let's figure out what is the deal with FIFAe Nations League. Why do I care? When is it happening? Why is it different than the World Cup or whatever that they run? And that's what we're going to try and find out. Do you miss 8 to 5 work? No, I was thinking about that today. Not really. I do like streaming, though. And if I felt like I could give you guys premium content every day, like if you guys thought that me playing ranked for 9 hours was good content, like I would maybe do it every day. But the problem is it just isn't good content. Will Messi play in this? Oh yeah, he'll be there. You're trying to find details on it, about it and you can't find anything? Listen, we're going to find out today. It's been going on for like a while. It's like this is a brand new tournament starting today. This has been on for a while. You would hang out for that? When does NRG play? That's the thing. You can't play as a regular roster. So does USA play today? I don't even know. I don't even know. If the USA plays today, who plays today, who's on what's team. Apparently it's already started, by the way. Kid Slice, they have the 29 months prime. Amazon robbed you after you canceled? Oh, freaking Amazon, dude. You just saw the Netherlands roster is Jorias, Oli, Nas. Yeah, and apparently they'll be playing today in 42 minutes. Will Saudi win their game? I think they have more games. I don't know. I just don't know, you know? Looks like it'll be a short one, guys. I don't think so. I don't know. Is it going to be a short one? Are these games played for like an hour? I genuinely don't know. That's kind of my point. I was like, instead of figuring this out and then going live, why don't I just hit go live and we just figure it all out? What is the deal? What is FIFAe Nations League? Yo! Bogdan the Bat. Bogdan the Bat. 100 stream streak. Listen, I don't mean to call you out, Bogdan the Blah, but I feel like you're not a heavy typer. 0! I was like, I don't think he types much. Yeah, he doesn't. Please don't break your silence, by the way. You're a... Oh, he did it! He did it! He typed! He did it! He typed the Aura 100 stream streak, and then he types, and he chooses 1. crazy, dude. Dude, I thought I was gonna get caught out. I was like, dude, I thought I was pretty good at remembering my chatters. And this guy's gonna do 100 streams. And I don't even recognize him. Turns out he doesn't type. He has decided to type 1 after getting 100 streams in a row. Baller. Baller. Damn, he just like me. I ain't never chatted a single time either. Wrong. You're an example of the opposite. I need to know because I have a similar joke going on in another channel. Does that count as a first time chat? Yes. No. His typing 1 did. Redeeming the streak did not count as a first time chat. Obviously, his first time chat did because he typed 1 and that counts. But he could have just continued to not type for the rest of time and just redeemed his streak, and that's it. Oh, chat, wait, the hype train's dying. 30 seconds, 3 subs. Hype trains, they're so important. They give us so much. What? Oh, the things that hype trains do for us is that they give me more revenue. That's why we have to keep them alive. If we don't, then who's going to get the revenue? Why are they mocking me? I have to assume you're still, doing the bit. Flesh Daddy Joe Mama, we just need one more. Oh, it dies. Thank you for the 10 subs, though. Thank you for the 17 months Prime, Flesh Daddy. 24 months Prime. Chat, I've opened the marbles. I know what you're here for. I know you're going to see this number be green, and you're going to insist the marbles start in no time. So they are open. Can you have some revenue? Yeah, just win marbles. And I'll give you a sub. That's the best possible way you could get revenue. All right, hype train's over. Hype train's over. Fun canceled. Okay? Fun canceled. Why do you tease us so? Because we need to figure out what this FIFAe Nations League thing is, chat. Who's out here knowing what it is and not telling us? So apparently there's a tournament going on. And apparently it's called FIFAe Nations League, something like that. Do I need to go to the main page? Is this what Reed linked to me? The FIFAe Nations League is a national team Rocket League competition and the first stage of the FIFAe World Cup featuring Rocket League circuit. Introduced in 2026, the league gives countries the chance to compete in regional online events, earn consistency points. Is that like Wikipedia points? I need to win those. And qualify for the FIFAe Continental Championships. Played across multiple... Okay, what are the FIFAe Continental? So this is like... You can play in your own continent. Okay. Is ours in Mexico City? Interesting. Is this the first... Is it going to be a LAN held in Mexico City? For the first time? I mean, that's potentially interesting. Okay, let's go back. Let's go back to the main page. Played across multiple regional qualifying weeks, the Nations League features national teams competing through group stage and knockout stage formats. Performances throughout the league award consistency points. Redundant. I knew that already. Which are used to help determine qualification for the next stage. As the opening step on the road to the FIFAe World Cup. Oh, so it's part of the FIFAe World Cup? This is not a different thing? The World Cup that first Saudi won and then France won, this is part of that? Is that what I'm understanding? The Nations League marks the first year of FIFAe's expanded multi-stage format for Rocket League, leading into the FIFAe Continental Championships and ultimately the FIFAe World Cup. Dude, I'm legit finding this out right now. I don't know if you guys are big brained and already knew this, but I'm literally realizing that they are the same thing. I thought they were different. But wait. Isn't this the one that like a full roster can't play in? I thought that that was not the case for the World Cup. Wait, is that a different thing? Oh, that's ENC? There's another one! What's going on? How many tournaments can Saudi run? Surely they're gonna run out of cash soon. ENC is like EWC's version of the WC. Okay. All right. Let's talk about this. Let's figure this out. I need to figure this out because it's my job to tell other people how it works. Okay. Well, let's see. Did we have a bad... Nasa's percent chance to win was pretty big. Zen's probably should have been bigger in retrospect. Moxie's smaller. Razier's smaller. But, you know, that's how the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. Okay. Okay, let's figure out how it works. So, there's the FIFAe World Cup, right? We all know about this. The FIFAe World Cup. This is the one that Saudi has won. And then Saudi won this one. Then France did. NA choked. Oh, megalol. Okay, we know about this one. Right? Surely we all know about this one. Let's underline it. Whoa! We're looking at the source. I thought maybe I could underline this. Just this. Is it possible? I don't know. Whatever. Okay. You guys all know about this one, right? Type in chat. Can you slow down, please? This is the one that came out for the first time. Everybody sits in a circle and plays against each other. You can play as NRG if you want to. NRG did that last year. Okay. There's also the Esports World Cup. Okay? The Esports World Cup. This we know about. Okay? The Esports World Cup. Famously not a World Cup. Famously not like the World Cup. Can I make this smaller? Oh no, I make the whole thing. All right. We'll put this back to large. Famously, it's not the World Cup with nations. It's literally just orgs. Okay. Poorly named, if you ask me, the Esports World Cup. A desperate attempt to steal branding of the words World and Cup. I'm confusing you more? This is not my fault. That's what they named it. So we have to stick with that. They call it Esports World Cup. To give you some more reminders, this was won by BDS, right? And then won by... The most recent one was won by KC. Wasn't there another one in between? Yeah, it used to be Gamers 8. There's been more than 2, right? No, this one wasn't. Oh, yeah. It won by version 1 back when it was not Esports World Cup. Won by V1 Gamers 8. Also, Furia won this one. Won by Furia Gamers 8. And isn't there another one? Isn't it BDS and then wasn't there one more? Oh, does BDS not exist? That's so funny. I forgot BDS changed, but BDS also left the scene, so I didn't have to think about that with my brain. That's it? Okay, I'm not missing one. Okay. This one used to be sick, because when it used to be Gamers 8, it used to have 2s and 1s. But then they switched it to World Cup. It's not a World Cup. BDS and KC won this one. Okay, now we have a new one. a whole other new one. And it's called Esports Nations Cup. Okay, I don't know anything about this one yet, and I'm realizing now I don't know anything about this. But we also have the FIFAe Nations. This is so bad. It's so obvious to me why this is confusing as I type it all out. Okay, now we have the FIFAe Nations League. Okay, and I put it underneath the FIFAe World Cup because ENC is every 2 years. Okay, that's good info to have. Important info to have. Oh, wait, no, this can be XL. I'm going to add another. This is every 2 years. Why we have that in... This is the first one, no? Has this happened before? Or you're just saying in the future it'll only happen every 2 years? This one happens every 2 years, apparently. Every 2 yeets. And it's new. It's new, right? New. At least I've never heard of it. New will be every 2 years. Fear you're yearning for show matches? Maybe we can try and find one today. Limper, they have the 84 months prime. We're also gonna watch Rocket League. I think there's Rocket League going on right now, but in order for me to understand what Rocket League is going on right now, I need to do this. How new? Like brand new, unless someone tells me in chat otherwise. We've never watched the Esports Nations Cup, except for maybe some of the games have been played so far, or have they not? I think maybe they haven't played at all. Okay. Now here's the other new thing. The FIFAe Nations League. This is league play into brackets, kind of like regionals, but for the FIFAe World Cup. Am I understanding that? Games are this weekend for Rocket League. Wait, for Esports Nations Cup? So wait, there's something for me to watch this weekend? Oh gosh, I told Dr. Feer I am off this weekend. Played this weekend? Question mark? ENC is basically the same as EWC, but with nations, and the FIFAe things are like the system and oh, so Esports Nations Cup, owned by Esports World Cup, and is trying to maybe take over the FIFAe World Cup. But isn't this also run by Saudi? Aren't these all Saudi? It's because Fear has a PhD in Rocket League, aka real Dr. Fear. Today through Saturday is FIFAe and ENC quals for NA at least. So both FIFAe and ENC. Everything is run by Saudi. Oh, but why are they? FIFAe is run by FIFA. Okay, then why do they run it in Saudi? Because Saudi just has that cash. They just got that cash money. Saudi runs FIFA. Saudi Nations League, Continental Lands, FIFAe World Cup. Okay, so what we do is we pull the FIFAe Nations League down. Okay, and then we've got what we call the FIFAe Continental Breakfast LAN. Okay, and this one is for all of the continents. This is regional LAN to qualify for FIFAe World Cup. Okay, so can I get an arrow here? So this guy goes into this guy, and this guy goes into this guy. Right? We got our Nations League. It's league play, and then some like brackets. You get points. They're kind of like regionals. They qualify you for the Continental Breakfast LAN. FIFAe Continental LAN for NA is in Mexico in August 28th through 30th. Okay. So then, if you win at the Continental Breakfast LAN, then you get to go to the FIFAe World Cup. This is the one that Saudi won, then France won, NA choked. Do you get to skip any of this? Are there any invites that skip any of these stages? Like, does France and Saudi or the USA get to be like, nah, you're in no matter what. Top 2. Okay, so top 2. Top 2s from the continental lands get to go to the FIFA World Cup. KSA is in as host. And probably France is in as the reigning champ. So they're not going to be at the continental breakfast? Presumably? Or do they get to play the continental breakfast and then just still get to go no matter what? When is the Esports World Cup and the FIFA World Cup? We'll add this to our infographic in no time. Okay, the Esports Nations Cup doesn't directly flow into the Esports World Cup. This is a competing, is that how you spell that? Competing with FIFA World Cup. And then you can't have a full org on a team. So basically the no NRG rule. Like, is there any other team that's getting messed up by that except for NRG? What about second continental breakfast land? I don't know, dude. That's a good point. They do have a lot of them. Okay. So let's make this graphic just a little bit better here. Let's pull this down. We need to add all this in a bit smaller. Okay, let's find out when these are played. So FIFA Nations League. Let's see when the FIFA World Cup is. There's no date. When is it going to be played? TBD? Have they not picked a day yet? What if I was a good player and I planned on making it in the North American and Central America continental breakfast? Do I have a day for that? No. Okay, so we don't know. Date to be determined. Okay, let's look up Esports Nations Cup, though. Esports Nations Cup. Okay. Ah, yes. Yes. This has a date. November 3rd, 8th. For the final. How does this one work? Apparently games are going to be played for North America this weekend. Wikipedia. Wait. Are they going to be played by, like, not these invited teams? Sent you a link. I'm looking at read, but it just says the same link that I clicked before. I don't see a new link. Do I just want me to just go back and keep reading about it there? They don't have the money for a full breakfast? Yeah, they don't. I know. This weekend is Europe week 3 of FIFA Nations League. Okay. Well, right now, there's going to be some Europe played right now. Leak. Oh. Sent you a leak. Oh. Oh, got it. Do you want me to say that? Are you wanting me to leak it as well? Screw it. Know that I'm always down with you guys. He just says it should be sometime after ENC or Worlds. Like, that's not helpful. It's not like he's like, here's the exact date it's being leaked. It feels barely like a leak. It's like it should be sometime after other tournaments. Okay, is that assumed or is that a leak? Okay, I see July 18, 19. Wait. Is that this weekend? Everything's being played July 18, 19, except for some reason July 17, 19. Okay, let's click on the NA one. Okay, you top 2, no, the top 3. The first and second, of course, tie, and then the third also goes to the Esports Nations Cup. And they're playing through a practice. This practice is getting played this weekend. If you go through uppers, you're in. And then if you go through lowers, you're in. And it's none of the teams that we would necessarily care about. Not to say I don't enjoy these teams, but these teams are going to make it to the Esports Nations Cup, as well as the US and presumably like what, Mexico, because Mexico's not in here, and Canada. Are US, the Mexico, and Canada invited automatically? Okay, let's add these. Let's add these notes here. Esports Nations Cup. It has qualifiers. Click the main tab. Okay, let's go to the main tab. Okay, these are invited teams, presumably. That's the Atomic Daniel First Killer. And these guys don't have to qual. They're just going to go. We have spots. Holy cow, the ENC is going to be huge freaking mongus, dude. There's going to be so many teams. There's going to be so many teams. Are all of these teams going to land? 48 teams are going to land? Is this true? Am I looking at 48 teams? Holy KKK, that goes in. All right. This is every 2 years. Let's take this off. Played this weekend. Quals this weekend for Scrub Nations. I'm sorry. This is just how it is, okay? There's Scrub Nations. Quals are this weekend for the Scrub Nations. Everyone else invited. Okay, this one is also in November. Good teams auto invited November. Right? That's what we decided? November 3rd to 8th. November 3 to 8. Okay. Good teams auto invited November 3rd to 8th. We don't know when this other FIFA World Cup one is. Bibaba plays in a regional. Oh my goodness. Yeah, Hungary as a whole nation might be scrub, even if he's good. Okay. So this one's completely different. It's not the Esports World Cup. The Esports World Cup is in like August. It's like actually coming up soon. This is the one in August. August soonish. Okay, so what's being played today is FIFAe Nations League, which goes into the FIFA Continental Breakfast, which goes into the FIFA World Cup. And the good teams have to actually play it. Good teams do have to play it. You don't get to skip. Esports Nation Cup. Qualifiers this weekend. But all the good nations get to skip. And there's going to be 48 teams that land. 48 teams at land. Goodness gracious. August 12th to 16. Okay. I think I'm starting to understand how this all works. And these again are not separate or not they don't play into each other at all. The Nations Cup doesn't play into the World Cup. They're two completely different things. But they're run by the same organization runs these. These are all run by FIFA. Is that right? And then these are all run by like Saudi princes. I mean, is that the Saudi government, basically? They might have like a esports division or something. Oh, not FIFA. Yeah, sorry. FIFA, not FIFA E. The country's football associations are not part of the selection process in ENC, so Spain and Denmark will be there. Okay, so this one gets to dodge all the FIFA regulations. That's why like Canada might play. Everybody, like, these are all super annoying because they do it through the actual official football clubs. And everyone's like, dude, they don't know how to run esports. Why are we, like, they don't care about esports either. Why? So this Esport Nations Cup gets to dodge that because it's not directly using the FIFA brand. So you can actually just get the good teams there. This is September. Okay, September-ish, says chat. This is right now-ish being played. We're on right now-ish. And the FIFA E World Cup is still TBD. Is that what I'm understanding? But TBD, but the leak says that it's probably after both of the other ones. After E and C, probably. Okay. So this will get the FIFA E Continental Breakfast gets played way earlier. I mean, yes, they're gonna play Esports Nations Cup this weekend, but then they're gonna go silent till November, which is a long time. And then mostly it'll be FIFA E, and then FIFA E will stop, and then it will do the Esports Nations Cup final, and then it will go back to the FIFA E World Cup. So just walk through this with me, okay? Continental Breakfast is August 23rd. So the first thing that happens, chat, is the World Cup, okay? Obviously, you do the World Cup, and you might be thinking, that's like where the nations compete for their flag. Wrong! That is not. The Esports World Cup is where random orgs play, and it might as well just be RLCS Worlds. Then, after that, will be the Continental Breakfast, okay? Then the Continental Breakfast for FIFA E. These are actual nations, and it can just be also an org. So you could just run the same exact team that you ran for the Esports World Cup for the FIFA E Continental Breakfast LAN, but most regions won't do that anyways. After that, you might be thinking, oh, surely the World Cup next. Wrong. You jump from there and you go to the Esports Nations Cup. This one is played, of course, not with teams that you could have at the Esports World Cup, because that would make it redundant. You can't play with that same roster you might have played with for the FIFA E Continental Breakfast LAN. You might have to switch and play a different team for the Esports Nations Cup. Then, of course, after the Esports Nations Cup, naturally, you go and play the FIFA E World Cup back with that previous team you played with before, that you had to switch up for the Esports Nation Cup. You're back with them here for the other World Cup that's going to be played. Does that make sense? When's Dickies? You're right. We should put Worlds in there as well. Do we need to put Worlds in? And over here, RLCS Worlds. RLCS World Championships is over here. So just real quick, just to speed run it again. Of course, first you play the FIFA E Nations League. That's like regionals that play into the Continental Breakfast. Then after you do that, of course, what you do is you go and you play the Esports World Cup. This is like the RLCS Worlds, but not the RLCS World. It has no nations. You can't play with your nations. You're just playing with orgs. Then you go and you play the actual RLCS Worlds. This is the one that you've been playing for all season. Sure, the qualifiers happened like 2 or 3 months ago at this point, but everybody moves in, plays RLCS Worlds. This is the normal tournament you're used to playing. Then, of course, after that, you go and you play the Continental Breakfast LAN. This is when you can play with your FIFA E teams. This team can be the same team as your RLCS Worlds team, but doesn't necessarily have to be if your nation doesn't happen to fully align with your RLCS Worlds team. You play in your regular regions to qualify for the FIFA E World Cup. Do you go to the FIFA E World Cup after that? No, of course, you go to the Esports Nations Cup. This one is the one that is played not with your same RLCS team. It has to be at least slightly different. It is like the World Cup. It only happens every 2 years. It has a lot more teams. Then you go back and you play the FIFA E World Cup, which is back to that original team that cannot be the same team as your RLCS Worlds team. And that's how it goes. The Continental Championships is before Worlds. Oh, no. Oh, gosh. So it's Esports World Cup, Continental Breakfast, Worlds, Esports Nations, FIFA E. Okay, this is the last time. I'm sure we won't have to do it again. Okay, what's going on right now? It's the FIFA E Nations League. It's going to be regionals that go into the FIFA Continental Breakfast LAN. And then, wait. You're probably thinking you go into the Continental Breakfast LAN. No, you go into the Esports World Cup. The Esports World Cup is very close to the RLCS Worlds, but you don't actually have RLCS Worlds. It's something completely different. But it invites all the same people and uses basically the same qualifiers. Then you go to the Continental Breakfast LAN. This is a local LAN. Then you Continent, this replay, the RLCS Worlds, the Esports Cup, then the FIFA World Cup. It's simple. It's so simple. And the most simple part of it all, NAS is playing for Netherlands. Okay. We get it now. This is going to be good to save. Now let's watch some games. Let's go watch some games. It's the FIFA E Nations League that's on right now. Let's go to Asia, Oceania. No, Asia West. The one that has Saudi in it. In 26 minutes, they're going to be playing a game. Are they playing a game right now? Saudi versus Bahrain. Is this going to take me to a KSA W1 channel? Okay, I like it. We're in waiting time right now? Is it just a timer right now? I get the sense that we're just waiting for something to happen here. They're on break. They're on break with no timer. When is Morocco? Let's see. We're learning this all together, okay? Give us a break. Morocco is Habibi. They were there 14 months. Morocco is, of course, Africa. And they will play in 40 minutes. 40 minutes or so, obviously. That is at least clear. Okay, we have an overall timeline. What is this overall timeline? This is sent to me by Reed. Okay, this goes all the way back to January 30th. This is FIFA E Nations. Ah, the various different football games that go into FIFA E Nations. And then the FIFA E Finals. Yes. Yes, but we need more things in this timeline here. Because we also have Worlds right after, I guess, the Continental Championships. We have the Esports World Cup right here in August. This is outdated. Why did you send me an outdated graphic? Now my audience is confused. We need more colors. Okay, let's go look at Twitch to make sure nobody's watching gameplay that we don't know is happening. Okay, Willie V and Cresper are staring at the Saudi versus these other guys. Is it about to start? No, they're just yapping over basically the same waiting screen that we saw. Okay, Coconut is doing the house-a-thon. Rye is playing twos. This one guy has a tab open explaining what's going on with all the various tournaments. And it looks like everyone else is, for the most part, grinding ranked, right? You guys can agree with that? We're grinding ranked. Maybe this is FIFA E, Week 3. United Arab Emirates. But that's player POV. We made it all the way to boys. That's how long figuring that out took. Nas is not... yes, he's playing for the Netherlands. He's not playing for... Wait, is that Justin? Tell me this doesn't look like Justin. You guys maybe can't even see it at all because it's even smaller for you, but... maybe looks less like him when it's full screen. But... kind of looked like Justin. What is subpar but an HD doing? Stream starting soon? You've been in for an hour and 20 minutes. Surely the stream is going to start quicker than that. England Gaming? Watch Netherlands versus Finland? Okay. So there's going to be EU games as well here soon. That's what I'm understanding. Any minute now. Hey, Wikipedia tells me in 6 minutes We're going to have England versus Bosnia and Herzegovina. I know that because USA played that country. And we also have Netherlands versus Kazakhstan, of course. France versus Belarus. Wait, when does Zen play? Does Zen play soon? Where are the streams for these games we're about to watch? There's Netherlands versus Kazakhstan. KFF Esports is offline. Are we even gonna get? Can we even watch these? Oh wait, I didn't mean to close that tab. France is running a B team. Pretty sure Zen's gonna be there. I'm like 90% sure Zen's gonna be there. All right, chat. You guys want to type !play? Go to the FIFA website. Was my problem that I was not looking at it on the official site? Does that help me? Wait, it says France is live. They're playing Armenia. Are they actually? Chat, type !play. Is Greece playing Belarus? No, this is like a VOD. Oh, they're playing it in a different game. That's not Rocket League. How do I say only Rocket League? Is there a way? Oh my goodness gracious. Armenia doesn't have a roster, so it's a forfeit. It would make more sense if the top players grinded for 2v2 for EWC/Worlds. I don't see. Oh no, this is okay. This is Rocket League. This is supposed to be Rocket League. At least it says in the URL that I'm looking at the Rocket League portion of this. The FIFA E World Cup 2026 featuring Rocket League. Nations League. Groups, Group A. Camera icon equals stream, no stream. Ah, yes, no stream for this. But this is also linked to like a VOD that is super over and also super not playing Rocket League. So, not gonna lie, as RL FIFA E League player seems hard to watch. As a RL FIFA E League player seems hard to watch. Cool. Why does it feel like it was organized by AI? The Portugal stream is currently up, but it says eFootball. Oh, goodness, dude. Oh, goodness. Oh, wait, wait a second. Is that what Stumpy's doing? Wait a second. Do we just get to watch it here? Is this going to be actually like England gaming? Did he just go live like an hour and 20 minutes earlier and then he switched to this because England's going to start playing in 3 minutes? Chat, is it coming home? After all? After all that, is it coming home? Why don't you register as a player? Then we can watch party every game. Good point, dude. That's genius. Okay, Saudi has not started yet. Tell Feer to go to the homepage of FIFA E. Yeah, he did. So you can just click on the matchups and go to a YouTube stream. Yeah, we were there. You're talking about here, right? Problem with that is we clicked a group and it did not take us to the stream. Let's say we're gonna go to England. Is Israel-Lithuania being played? Oh, these guys look like they could actually be doing a match, potentially. It says Rocket League on the bottom right. But I don't really want to watch Israel-Lithuania. But I do potentially want to watch England. except it doesn't have a link to a stream. Presumably, that link should be subpar by an HD. Overview. Groups? How do I do overview? Oh, goodness gracious. Guys, is this tournament hard to consume? Or am I just dumb? Packer Cub 36, thank you for the prime. Can I send a link to Feer? You can. He is blind? Nah, surely I'm not blind. Oh, right here. Overview. He's got ice cream. Stumpy's got ice cream. Let's just run marbles, dude. Marbles, I understand. Can we get 9 more marblers? FIFA.gg Rocket League matchups. You got timed out, but you should be back soon, and I did get your link. Okay, is that a better place to look at it? It does look like maybe that's a good link to look at it. Who do you think will be the main roster for Saudi? Chat, who would you roster for Saudi? TRK, Nupo, and a twin. Old Falcons. It's just Twisted Minds have done so much better. Khaled, Ahmad, Senzo. True. True. All right, let's game it. Let's game it. Chat, welcome to the Marbles World Cup. It's much different from the Marbles Esports Nations Cup. You might be confused. It's not the same thing. This is the Marbles World Cup fed into by the Marbles Continental Regional Breakfast Land. But of course, before that, we have to play out the Marbles Regional Championships, of which there are 4. After the 4 Marbles Regional Championships, you play into the Marble... Actually, we take a pause. We take a pause. I forgot. Then we play the Marbles Nations Cup. The Marbles Nations Cup has 1,439 qualifiers, whittled down to but a mere 39 teams. After that, we go back to the Marbles Nations League. Rip missed the best part of the stream. You're talking about when I was full screen cam, right? By the way, I'm about to win, and when I win, everyone has to subscribe. Everybody has to subscribe. It's the rules. Colton is going to choke. Sir Chris of Spades, famous for choking, and then I'm going to win. See, there goes Colton. Told you. Told you. And here comes Feer. Okay, these guys are going fast, but are they going fast enough? I think they are. There's basically no way to choke it. It's unchokeable. This is a really close race, though. Saint 9 and Akasuli. Oh, my goodness. Akasuli. What is the FIFA E League about? Did somebody clip my explanation? I'm sure it's perfect and no one could ever be confused by it. Bang, 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 bang. So no difference between E and C and FIFA E. Back to the board. Back to the board. Matches are going to start in 10 seconds. Smokey J, goodbye. Mods, somebody nuke Smokey J. Matches are going to start in 20... Oh, nope. Somebody added them. I can do it myself. In 5 seconds. Ooh. England? Fear is in my bedroom. It's nighttime. A stream of moonlight illuminates his face. He whispers, "It's Marbin time." I start to shed tears of joy, even though this is my 1,439th time playing marbles. I feel like a kid again. Type Hail OPL. One Punch Legend. Oh, because One Punch Legend. One Punch Legend really tries to get type streaks going, but I feel like he hasn't had a ton of success.
Like, why is... I don't know why this is broken.
What about this game? Is this game going to start anytime soon? Bahrain versus Saudi Arabia?
There we go. We've got it.
Yes. Good Canadian boy. Should we sit on this tab until games actually start? I was told the games were going to start in seconds, but would you believe that that's not true? Regardless, we're getting 5+ international lands next 5 months. Hopefully this slump we are in ends. Can you watch Belgium, Moldova? Let's see. Somebody did give me a good link. Belgium, Moldova is... It has time running, but there's no gameplay. It looks like this. There's a clock, and the clock is counting. Oh, it's counting down. Maybe they're going to play at the end of the clock. Who knows? Saudi Arabia does not have a clock. You thought the game started 5 minutes ago? Yeah, listen, what we found out is this is not easy. Rocket Baguette went live. Oh, that sounds amazing. Rocket Baguette, just explain it to me. Just do all the hard work for me and collect all of the teams into one spot. They are live. Le stream commence in 19 minutes. They have a 19-minute timer. I don't think we need to worry about them playing any games anytime soon. Whoa, 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 whoa. Gameplay, gameplay, gameplay alert. Gameplay alert. What do we think the chances are that he's blasting copyrighted music right now?
Oh my God, they're back.
Goalie Sand, they are 21 months tier 1.
This is terrible to score a worldie, by the way, while I'm consuming a Mr. Whippy. This is not...
This has got to be copyrighted music, right? Oh wait, no, it's somewhere else, so it's probably not. Okay, we're good. That was a different stream. Oh, but he also has music on. And it's probably copywritten. Oh, the screen's cropped? Sorry. There's...
Thank you, Anna.
Oh, wait. Saudi Arabia's playing. Would we rather watch that?
Anna, my darling, my love, could I have a glass of water, please? Right.
Okay, I hear the audio from this twice. Right? Does that mean I have this stream open somewhere else? Oh, right there. All right. We did it. We're watching Saudi. And who are they playing? It's obvious, of course. Just give me a second to navigate the FIFAe Nations League match page, which does not have this game on it. Oh my goodness. Abdullah Ghazi TRK were playing it last I saw. Is that a B team? I mean, it's probably not guaranteed to be their official team, if that's what you mean. I didn't pull this all over here. Now that we actually have gameplay, I can keep my, you know, extra stuff over here. Yes, good Canadian boy. Saudi Arabia is playing Bahrain, naturally. You already asked it. Okay, you said, unfortunately, Stream and I have beef that goes way back. Spanish roster check? Is that what you're saying? Do we know the Spanish roster? No. I don't think we necessarily do. For which one of the thousands of tournaments? For the FIFAe Nations League, presumably, because that's what we're watching right now. Wait a second. Fraud alert. Fraud alert. Saudi gets scored on? Shouldn't they be farming? Saudi. Bahrain. I think they just played 2 games, too. Something like that. Can you change nations in FIFA E just like in ENC? Are you talking about... What do you mean by that? Like switch and play for a different nation the next year? Like, say, a NAS did? I don't necessarily know. But maybe, because NAS is playing with Netherlands for this, right? And this is the same as the one that's been played before. Everyone kept saying that the LCQ is probably delayed for this. Oh, LCQ for this. LCQ. So, but this is not what they're delaying it for. They're actually delaying it for ENC, which is being played later this weekend. Dude, first off, Bahrain are in this game. Nas is listed under the Morocco team. So is he playing Morocco for for FIFA E and then Netherlands for ENC? Did you guys all understand this before I went live today? Do you understand it less now that I went live and tried to figure it out? I did not know this stuff. I mean, I'll be honest. I did not know this stuff. This was an important session for me. I'm glad you guys could join me in figuring out what's going on. I need to save off. I'm assuming in the Scala draw, I could probably save off per my account, like that graphic I made myself. A player can represent 2 different nations for FIFA E and C, but they are locked into that specific competition. NAS is Morocco for FIFA E and Netherlands for E and C. Ah. I didn't know this was happening until this stream. I honestly didn't know I was happening. I sat down today to work on some other stuff. And I was like, you know what? While I work on this other stuff, I'm going to pull up a stream. And I pull up a stream and see TRK, Abdullah, and Ghazi playing. And I'm like, wait, what? What are they doing playing Rocket League in an official tournament that I don't know? And then I realized there's tons of crap going on. And then I said, screw it. Go live. I didn't even figure it. Normally I like to come to stream prepared, you know? Let you guys know how it's all going down. Let you explain. I'm like, no, we're going to figure it out together. This is not pre-recorded. This is, was being played when I checked earlier. Now, there's some games we missed, to be clear. So if you're thinking it's pre-recorded, now there's just some games. That was a great, triple and then ground double? Goodness gracious. Oh, I like how we don't even get instant cut to main title screen. No post game, no nothing. You just get to sit at a silent main title screen. They didn't fill out the Saudi win yet. Pre-recording crash. It's not a pre-recording. Where's your WHATS and Clears? They were both cut. And so was Nupo. I don't know. I get the sense that having to play these games is kind of like a nose-goes situation. They're all like, oh, who has to play those? Not me! It's like, oh, Ghazi, Abdullah, TRK, you guys lose. You have to play. You have to go 7-0 the teams from the league this week. Although, Bahrain played pretty well. I also don't know if it's like an Arabic. I'm saying like it's an Arabic word. I don't know anything about Bahrain. Why is it best of 7? Oh, it isn't. It isn't. Set of 2, I believe, is what it is. I think we're watching what could be the final game. That's just a holdover from previous times. My understanding is for WHATS and Clears are better at nose goes and somehow made it so they didn't have to play these games. I don't know how many best of 2s these guys have to play. Chat, somebody get Conqueror a sub. All you have to do is win marbles. It's that easy. Is Abdullah going to get cooked? This team... Wait. Nova has gotten a few goals. This team is not bad. This Bahrain team. Ooh. Ghazi, TRK, and Abdullah might have to use a higher percentage of their power. Imagine being poor in the Big 26 and you yourself don't have a sub. It's a lot of flexing. Saudi only could play Qatar after this in 1 hour. Dude, we'll see. Today could end up being a short stream. Today could end up being a short stream. Here was the problem with going live before I understood what's going on. I had no idea to what degree, you know, pro level gameplay was going to be on screen. I'm not poor by not wasting money on things that don't matter. You heard it here first. Step 1 to being rich is eating those ads full face. Why is Zen not playing for France? Is Rocket Baguette currently playing games? No, they have an 8-minute timer still. He probably will. He's just too good. Ooh, wait, good save. Hold up. Halfway through the game, it's like you guys gotta get a lead. Like, you can't just let them have it for free. Oh, good play. This game is way better than I thought it would be. I'm like way better than I thought it would be. Virgin Feet, thank you for the 10 months prime. I didn't know Bahrain cooked like that, you know? That's what I'm finding out. We don't need to beef about subscribing and not subscribing. It's all good. If you want to subscribe, you can. If you want to eat ads, eat the ads. If you want to donate 1,000 subs, donate 1,000 subs. You think Saudi is in comms? Yeah, probably. Just watching the stream at all. If, like I always say, that I stole from one of my favorite streamers. If you can hear me, if you're processing the words coming out of my mouth right now, you're supporting enough. There's literally billions of people, and I hate to think about it, billions of people who don't listen to my stream. So you're already in the top 0.00000000001% of supporters. Bang! Oh, what a save. That's what I'm talking about, dude. This Bahrain team can move. I couldn't process your explanation of all the cups. Does that mean I'm not supporting? No, that means the cups are confusing. The way you say Bahrain is giving me herpes. Yeah, it feels like I could be saying it wrong. Pronunciation.
Bahrain. Bahrain.
Bahrain. Wait, I'm not that far off. How is that giving you herpes? Oh, American pronunciation. No, wait, I want Middle Eastern pronunciation.
Bahrain.
Bahrain. Give me Middle Eastern pronunciation. Why do you have to play copywritten music before telling me how to say it?
That comprises a small archipelago made up of 40
Just say
natural island nation state in the middle are looking at how
Just say the
the
name.
name of this country. In Arabic, it is usually pronounced as Bahrain.
Bahrain. I was actually maybe closer. Okay. I just didn't know that I should be saying it like an Arabic word. So the first time I said it, I was actually pretty close. And I said Bahrain. It's not great because he said like Bahrain, like there was an extra A in there or something. It's Bahrain. Nailed it. Clutched it just in time for them to lose. Just in time for the games to be over. Baja Blast. Is Bahrain like Baja Blast? +2s for Ponies Ahoy. Making it so the American mind can understand. All right, Saudi, stop joking around. Where's Nupo? He's on the Saudi A team. I mean, this is not the Saudi B team, though. This is just the there's 6 Saudi players who apparently play as part of this. I don't know if they're going to decide who actually gets to play at the World Cup later or what. Or if the Continental Breakfast is when they'll try and establish a roster. Who knows? Chat, remember when Gibbs came and dropped his prime? Well, I think that's GG's. I think it might be. Based on the other overlays of streams I saw, I could be convinced that that's just GG's. Let me see if Cresper instantly tabbed away. Yep, he's already looking at Twitter. He is already looking at Twitter. So I think it's maybe it. That being said, we can watch France? Question mark? Saudi might be back on later. Wait, Daniel? Vitality? Oh, this is Belgium, dude. Daniel versus Vitality. Belgium versus Daniel, dude. My guess is they're in game 2 because we're on Forbidden Temple. Sacks? Ever Sacks? The GOAT, dude. Look at Daniel. Daniel's moving out there. But this is MD Daniel. What country is blue? Me, the expert at looking up this kind of stuff, will find that out for you. It is hold, wait for it. Moldova. Yep, chat figured it out faster than me. Per usual. I did not know Daniel was Moldovan. Saudi playing at 14:15. You know what'd be sick is if Twitch had what Discord has, where you can like timestamp a time and it actually changes it. Because if they're playing at 14:15 my time, gamer, there's no way I'm watching them. That's 4 hours from now. My guess is they're not waiting 4 hours to play it though. If that's Eastern time, then it's an hour from now. Why is that just in? Moldova might not be to the level of Bahrain. Am I tripping or is there camera shake? Let's see. Yeah, I see a little shake. I feel like when camera shake's on, it's even worse than this. There's a lot more. Like every flip. Oh, but the demos. Yeah, the demo's definitely shaking the camera, though. Yeah, 14:15 East Coast NA time. I'm West Coast NA. Yeah, demos and goals, I think you're right. I think they might have camera shake on. No, says Ukit. It looks like it shows up on director cam too. So I doubt any of them. Plus, director cam normally doesn't take any player's POV settings. Thought my TV was falling low key for a second. It does kind of feel like that. Like, whoa, catch my monitor. Why is my whole monitor slipping? Ooh, Atto. Try to dice them all. Bang. Beautiful. Beautiful. The FIFA E Nations League is where we come for the top tier gameplay. Grand Champion, dude. Me and Atto could both wear that Grand Champ tag. Or that Grand Champ banner, I should say. The tag. I don't know if I have that one. What about Paris Major Champion? I'd have to look. I haven't looked at my tags in a bit. Champ 3, Div 2, never Grand Champ. Always the bridesmaid, never the bride. It is definitely on for demos. Good job! So Rawas, Nup, and Kaliers can also play for Saudi, but they're too good. I don't know, understand. What about this? Doesn't make sense to you. What I saw on Wikipedia was the full roster for Saudi is Rawas, Kaliers, TRK, Nupo, Ghazi, Abdullah. All of them. All 6 of them. There's the GGs. Mef Admin 2. Saves the replay as match 2. Belgium, I have to assume, won the first game. You tried at least? Yes, you did, Daniel. W, Daniel. Rocket Baguette probably has a game by now. What are these French guys yapping about?
Et puis en semaine 2, c'est comme tu l'as dit, la semaine où on a testé Mozzarella, ça s'est un petit peu
Mozzarella,
on a fait un match
I know who that is.
contre la Hongrie en phase de groupe, et derrière on a perdu en demi-finale 3-1 contre l'Angleterre qui a gagné cette semaine de compétition. Du coup, on va entamer la 3e, on va partir directement une game. Et tu vois, je me posais la question de pourquoi on n'avait pas tenté un 3e trio, mais tu m'annonces qu'ils sont
Now we got France.
donc, sans doute pour
Versus
remercier le
Belarus.
trio le plus efficace.
On tente un 3e trio, hein, visiblement, à moins que Eugene ce soit rename Mozza. Hein. mais
France got a
c'est
free
pas les
win to the
informations
DQ.
qu'on m'avait données. Ou bien j'ai absolument pas écouté quand on me les a données.
This one's gonna be far from
Mozza,
free.
donc, qui joue avec Duke et Madzer dans ce 7-2-2 face à la Biélorussie. Seulement 2 matchs, hein, comme tu l'as précisé, soit victoire, soit défaite, soit match nul. Ce qui ferait 3 points, 1 point ou 0. Donc ça va aller
Zen is playing
très
as
vite, hein, pour ce
Duke,
soir. Et pour l'instant, on est en
but he's
défense.
also playing as
Du côté,
Matza, he's also
du
playing
côté
as
français,
Matzer.
Duke là, qui va pouvoir relancer, eh ben, c'est complètement open. Voilà, on a défendu sans trop de problèmes et la première contre-attaque finit au fond.
Effectivement.
What's with the
belle
subtitles?
contre-attaque
Actually
de
kind of
la part
interesting,
de la
since when
France,
does
avec
Twitch
finish,
do that?
J'écoute pas Limbo quand il me parle, toi t'écoutes pas Ecole
This is
sans
not
doute.
a France B team. I think they're technically all on the team.
En tout cas, on commence plutôt bien contre la
So I
Biélorussie,
don't know
une équipe qu'on a déjà affronté des pseudos
when
qui me
these
parlent.
guys get to basically not get to play anymore.
2-0, je crois que c'était
But this feels like playing these games is more like a chore.
Mozzarella qui repart côté gauche, qui va essayer peut-être de transmettre cette balle. Il avait pas beaucoup de
Duke's
ressources,
just
on a juste renvoyé
Hanging out on the
dans
back
la
wall.
défense biélorusse,
Bahrain
qui
so
a essayé de
far
sortir proprement.
has impressed me the
Ouais, on
most
cherche le
easily
bump,
of
là, ça
any
sera retrouvé. Duke patient,
you
la
know,
communication avec Mozza à la relance.
powerhouse
Madzer
country.
pour aller prolonger, on cherche le backboard, ce sera défendu par
The
par
only
Abdelka.
person on the French roster is Eugen,
Beaucoup de
and he's
ressources
not even
pour
here.
l'accompagner. Duke derrière qui essaye de décaler vers Madzer. Depuis le ceiling, est-ce qu'on peut trouver un coéquipier au sol? Mozza n'avait pas accompagné, ce sera repris par la défense.
Et bien joué de la part de la
Some
défense.
countries
C'est
have
quand même
multiple
beau de
teams.
voir,
Surely that's not allowed, right?
Madzer déjà faire des dingueries. Est-ce que ça peut être conclu?
Surely
C'est
that
pas
defeats the
qu'il
purpose.
finira
Otherwise,
par
it's just like France versus
Mais
France
voir,
versus
Duke
France versus
Mozzarella avec,
USA
Econ
versus
sur le
USA
banc en tant
versus
que coach,
Saudi
ça a des petits airs de-
versus Saudi
de
versus
Valiant,
Belgium
tout ça, mon cher
versus Spain.
Finish.
Like it'd
Ouais,
be
c'est vrai, un petit peu à l'ancienne pour ceux qui
the
suivent
top
déjà.
teams would be so many
Il y a quoi, il y a
repeat
2 ans, hein,
nations.
maintenant, avec des joueurs qu'on a retrouvés hein, lors du LCQ. Le week-end dernier, on n'a pas pu vous le diffuser parce qu'il n'y avait pas de
I like how
stream
the
officiel,
overlay is
malheureusement.
just stuck on France goal because they're assuming that France can be scoring so often that
Malheureusement, aucun n'est encore en lice, hein.
they
Le
might
seul
as well
qui
just
reste,
keep it.
c'est Eugene.
Goal!
Sur le terrain pour l'instant côté français. Ah, est-ce qu'on peut contre-attaquer là avec Madzer? Il a un super
Oh,
ballon. Derrière,
almost
double
sick.
tap va venir frapper la part transversale. Ce sera repris par la défense. Tentative de jeu à 3 côté biélorusse avec Xeti. Il sera finalement stoppé par Duke. Et attention, Duke il est très rapide, beaucoup plus rapide que son
Good
vis-à-vis.
speed.
C'est complètement
It's
open.
free.
Ça fait 2-0.
Ouais, 2-0 pour la France sur cette contre-attaque. Là, bon travail de Duke et même Madzer pour récupérer, pour la pousser au fond au cas où il n'en a pas eu besoin. Et on commence déjà fort dans cette compétition, dans cette première journée. On sait que c'est facile en général pour nous, mais la surprise peut vite arriver. En semaine 2 notamment, on fait match nul contre la Hongrie. Là on sait qu'on doit être sérieux avec Madzer à la double tape, ça ne passera pas pour lui. Mais l'équipe de France est toujours en tête.
Ouais, Madzer, pas de bum trouvé là sur le dernier défenseur. Mozza qui était tout seul, hein, qui a décidé de se raviser.
Am I the king? Darn. Just tried to find out by declaring. It's still one punch legend.
Pas de flip reset, mais il y a une démo, hein, ce qui veut dire pas mal d'espace qui s'ouvre.
Trying to remember when Diaz said he was going to be in EU for some matches. Oh, August.
Ouais, c'est vraiment c'est fort. On n'a pas peur. On se fait
August is when he's in
Madzer,
EU.
dernier homme avec le ballon. Il a 2 lascars devant pour prendre des démos, pour proposer des solutions. On joue libéré. Et ça se ressent au score.
Furious reacted to Belgium versus Moldova, not anymore. After Saudi versus Bahrain wrapped up, Bahrain was the surprise of the day. Moldova looks weaker. France's roster chaos has chat buzzing. Dude, AI? What's the meme? Dude holding his breath. Meme.
4-0.
I don't know if he's holding his breath yet. That's the one I want, though.
Ce sont des prémices hein, du match de foot qui a lieu un petit peu plus tard. Ça nous régalerait de voir le même score du côté bleu. En tout cas, pour l'instant, sur Rocket
AI
le travail est bien fait.
trying its
Donc,
hardest
premier
not
match.
to say
Cette
chaos.
soirée, il n'y en aura pas beaucoup. Hein. Il n'y en aura que 4 un autre derrière face à la Biélorussie et 2 contre la Grèce.
Chaos!
On a quand même concédé un but là sur cette strat kick-off complètement manquée.
Ouais, c'est complètement manqué. Effectivement, ça va tout droit pour le Biélorusse qui il va pas se faire prier pour la pousser au fond. 4-1, on est toujours largement devant. En réalité, c'est un match effectivement qu'on est censé dominer.
Surely this year's FIFAe's final prize is larger considering the effort they put in.
On voit que ça peut faire des petits dribbles, mais c'est pas assez rapide pour passer Madzer là.
Chat trying not to say 6-7.
They
don't even try.
Aller chercher la double tape sans prendre le chemin. Finalement, c'est dans l'axe pour.
They just say it. They don't care.
Mozzarella la fouine, il a tenté de retirer cette balle.
Ouais, il est resté bloqué sur la barre transversale juste pour essayer de voler le but. Hein. Vraiment terrifiant. Il avait bien joué le coup avant, hein. ne pas toucher cette double tap. Il pouvait pas la marquer et le défenseur était placé. Et il avait plus de chances de se faire embarquer avec le fake, donc ça avait bien fonctionné. Derrière, on ne peut pas prendre le but.
Apparently, Eversax wanted to play today. Tomorrow, someone else will play.
L'écart est conséquent.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't really matter for these, is what I'm learning. Teams are pretty good, all things considered, though.
Ouais, il y allait de bon cœur, mais la passe n'est pas arrivée aussi vite qu'il l'espérait. Sortie de balle des Biélorusses, ça va être bloqué par Duke. On va pouvoir utiliser le backboard là-dessus. On est quand même serein en contre-attaque. On peut encore une fois s'ouvrir le chemin du but.
Hey, Feer, how's your day going? Not too bad, not too bad. Surprise stream today. Chat's been talking about how much they love it. They've been loving the chaotic vibes of today.
Pour aller chercher la frappe et s'assurer que cette balle rentre. On a joué avec la défense. Mais encore une fois, l'important c'est que ça termine au fond, pas de souci. 6-1, 50 secondes de jeu. C'est une belle opportunité là à côté biélorusse qui sera mal exploitée pour eux. Madzer, le duel, il va profiter.
By the way, thanks for the gift sub the other day. Drewberg, dude, you probably won a marbles race. If I gifted you a sub. Full-time streamer says surprise stream. Is it my fault that I don't go live? Think about it. Of course not.
Une journée au boulot, comme pourrait dire Mbappé. Allez, Mozza sur le selling, peut-être la passe dans ces dernières secondes. Duke il peut pas conclure.
You're gonna ask Feer, how come you stopped streaming for like 2 weeks, or was it right after the WHATS 1v1 matches? Yeah, it was right after the RLCS ones. After the RLCS ones, you know, 1v1 show match interest is at its valley, its deepest valley, and we're still in that valley, I think. And that's kind of what I do. I don't know if you guys know, but that's normally my streams, 1v1 show matches. Now, I bet Red Mob would say yes every single day. So if you guys want to just watch Red Mob show matches to the end of our days, we could maybe do that. But Red Mob versus Chat every day. Yeah, I watch every time and I literally wait for them all the time. Ah, thank you, Conqueror. I appreciate that. I do want to get more 1v1 show matches, for sure. Guys, I don't know if you guys remember, I tried to get Mass Duelist going this week. In fact, today was supposed to be, I think, one of the first days at some point that I was going to play it. And I just didn't get enough interest. So what that means is I could switch up the kind of tournament, I could increase the prize pool, I could do a ton of stuff to try and like force matches right now, but I just think interest is low currently. It won't be forever. The 4 guys who are going to play at Worlds are all interested in playing games. They need to be cross-regional games, really, or they need to be under some kind of tournament. So they've agreed to play them later. Although we could maybe get Nas. Nas seemed like he was maybe down to play right now. Diaz was more like, wait till I'm in EU, I think. Although maybe he'd still be down. Nupo definitely was. Like, wait till after World Cup. And then Nas was maybe down. I'd be down to do Nas Atto, Nas Juicy, or Nas Vatira. Basically, any of the guys who didn't play ones could be interesting. I thought about asking Atto right now, but he's doing this Nations League thing. Nas is also away. I don't know what he's up to. Can you do Rada versus Nas? Maybe. Do a series with Red Mob and see if you can go 20-0.
par la
Let's see if he can go
défense.
1,439-0.
De transpirer, mais ça ne craque toujours pas côté biélorusse.
Ouais, la défense est bonne. Là, il y a une démolition. Il faut vite revenir côté dernier défenseur biélorusse. Frappe de Moza.
We need Leftimer collabs where you cast custom maps and modes that pros play.
Excellent dans l'exercice
Yeah,
du ballon.
listen, it's not a terrible idea.
Qui, une nouvelle fois,
The
voilà.
part
Il a
that's
récupéré quelques
terrible
pads, il a pu accélérer, il est vraiment allé chasser,
is
ce dernier défenseur pour libérer l'espace pour
pros
Moza.
don't want to do that.
La France débloque son compteur dans ce deuxième match.
20 random players versus 1 pro. Guys, you guys already beat Red Mob in a
Qui profite encore une fois aux Biélorusses.
One- in a 3v1.
La remise presque de la part de Xeti.
You guys almost beat him in a 2v1,
Il
right?
est revenu pour frapper cette balle. Duke qui peut profiter de ce ballon dans l'axe. Belle parade de Parapelka. Très bon gardien biélorusse. Hein. Il s'illustre pas mal dans ce BO. Ils font toujours la course en tête et félicitations au chat. Hein. J'ai vu qu'il y avait le train de live.
What's up with Dark? It seems he's left us. Yeah, I think he's kind of done doing show matches and stuff. He used to be the star of the stream. He was very fun to watch.
Je suis sûr que vous êtes capable de mieux. Je suis sûr qu'il y a des petits primes.
Is France about to lose?
Qui ne pensent pas à l'utiliser, qui oublient que ça ne se renouvelle pas. Pendant que là, une nouvelle fois.
Matza, hello? Hello? Hello?
Pas du tout côté français. On avait
Dark
pas
is
beaucoup de
focused
pouces, on a
on
cette
Uni.
évite, on avait de la
Ah.
ressource qui a manqué sa lecture. Au niveau du backboard.
Yeah, I know you meant 20 games, like
les Russes qui prennent de nouveau
play,
l'avance, hein. Heureusement qu'il reste beaucoup de temps. Et il a fallu
Red
que
Mob
que
plays 1v1s against 20 different people, has to win 20-0 or 20 show matches. It's the first time I've ever watched the Nations League. Why is France not running a better team? Because they expect to win this easily is really what it comes down to, right? This stage, they expect to run much easier. They expect to run. Rebooting. They expect to win this match easily, so they're keeping the top players back, waiting for them to play in the actual full-on World Cup finals.
La Zen Touch pour contrôler derrière la prise de reset. Est-ce qu'il peut double tap? Il n'aura pas la lecture, mais belle opportunité. Moza qui va essayer d'y retourner, les gênés par la défense.
But turns out Belarus is making them look a little bit silly. Unless X Chaos, look at the 15 months prime, almost the whole year. I mean, I guess, but with each new sub, we get farther and farther away. Can you do a Jinxie impression for 1 minute? What does Jinxie say? I only know if I watch enough Jinxie to do a Jinxie impression for 1 full minute.
Merci beaucoup, magnifique là, tous ces Twitch Prime. Et pour vous remercier, Madzer vous envoie un joli flic 3 partout.
Ah, depuis que vous avez envoyé des
Does he say, all right? How does he say it? I'm just trying to imagine what the way you
En tout cas, on arrive
said that word.
moitié du temps réglementaire, on a largement le temps.
Just talking in an American accent, you realize I am American, therefore I'm always talking in an American accent.
Géré par les Français, attention au pinch malgré tout. Madzer qui va repartir depuis.
Are the pros versus pros going to be playing later? Yes. But these are all pro. Matt's, at least the France team is pros.
Ouais, je suis curieux d'avoir une POV un peu plus large, de voir ce qui s'est passé.
He does a Feer impression pretty good. I know for a fact Jinxie has not done a Feer impression.
C'était fait un petit peu berné, mais pas du tout. Il a juste été pris.
Chat, is Jinxie yelling, "Chat, here we go!" at the beginning of every one of his streams? As a reference to Feer? Surely he is, right?
Réponse biélorusse avec cette frappe cadrée bien arrêtée par Duke sur la ligne, toujours solide. Hein. Défensivement, Duke. On va retrouver à la récupération. Il essaye de connecter avec Moza, mais ce sera bloqué par la défense.
Parapilka got top 8 in both SSA and APAC.
Pour aller mettre de la pression, ce sera repris par la défense.
He shaves his head. True, he's got to be copying me.
C'est Madzer qui s'en charge. Le duel est remporté, mais le ballon revient dans les roues biélorusses.
He does seem to shave his head a lot.
Qui va essayer de faire le travail côté droit, le flic. En première attention, on ne va pas effacer Duke.
Are you excited for Esports World Cup Last Chance Qualifier? Potential Foot versus Stallions final? Wait. Hold up. Are Foot and Stallions going to this Last Chance Qualifier held in EU?
On a de belles individualités.
The way I understand it,
par le retour de Kissi. On voit
They don't.
se
They're not getting
demande à
like
Duke et il va chercher le pump, le ballon.
flown out
Franchit la
there.
ligne et le break est
So they'd have to just
côté
buy
français.
them, like they have to buy their own way to the tournament
Ça fait plaisir.
and try and
Est-ce qu'on peut
qual.
trouver un sixième?
So
Il
are
a
NA
été
teams doing
obligé,
that?
hein, d'envoyer le ballon dans cette zone. Duke s'il voulait éviter le contre. Mozza à la lecture. C'est Madzer finalement qui va s'en charger.
You thought the pros were just gonna play ENC? No, I think no, because this plays into the FIFA E World Cup. And that's the one that France and Saudi have won, the one that everybody played. So unless they're all bailing out of it now.
Il n'avait pas la ressource nécessaire malheureusement, mais c'était magnifique.
Ouais, c'était vraiment très beau.
Wow, yeah, that last chance qualifier will definitely be interesting. I can see the Saudi teams going over there because one, they have a ton of money, and two, they're close to France. But it is a bit surprising to see Foot going or something like that. Some of the NA teams. Could be fun. I think I have it on my calendar. The biggest thing I need to figure out is like, what do I need to put on my calendar to reserve so that Dr. Feer knows when I need to work weekends.
Milieu de terrain, Madzer largement premier avec le reset. On a vu que Mozza était là. C'est lui qui va prendre la suite. Le reset.
I do have the EWC LCQ. The nice thing about the EWC LCQ is it ends on a Monday, which is just like so sick, dude. Because it's not a freaking weekend. I don't have to take up a weekend.
Pour Mozza, pour aller conclure ce match avec style. Peut-être un dernier but côté biélorusse si on arrive à l'amener au bout. Non, même pas. Ce sera défendu, la frappe, bloquée par Mozza. Quoi qu'il arrive, même un but ne changerait plus rien. Et il
You hate nation tournaments?
5-3 dans la deuxième manche.
Why do you hate nation tournaments?
Dans ce 7-2 donc, et les Bleus repartent avec les 3 points.
Effectivement, les 3 points pour la
All right,
France.
England is maybe playing in some games.
Face à la Biélorussie. Belle.
France is going to be not playing for a while now, I assume. Subpar, but in HD has gameplay, but he's playing Saudi, or he's playing
He's like,
copyright music. I bet there's another way I can get to the England games if I'm smart. No, it says the England games don't have a stream. What if I go to the next page, though? I'm in the matchups page. Lithuania. Okay, wait, here we go. Wait, and it even has an overlay. What the heck? Why is this one so... Whoa! Why is this one so sick? Wait, of course I don't want YouTube chat. Imagine ever reading a YouTube chat. Just kidding, I love you, Cleo. Afro, Billy Bob. This is Lithuania stream.
Džiau geras bandymas smūgiuoti, bet netaiklus. Toksikas bando nuleisti kamuolį, nepavyksta. Ir dabar sulėtėjęs veiksmas dešinėje aikštės pusėje.
Yeah, this is a pretty cool overlay.
Džiau. Nepavyksta kažko.
It's a little bit overdone in the bottom left there. Obviously, it's like covering a bit of gameplay as to how big it is right now. But move cam, you want to see who's on Lithuania? Lithuania is Basika Bati Zuan. The bottom left is for sure overdoing it, but I like the actual scoreboard part, especially with how the flags integrate into it. All the Lithuanian players are top 128 EU, and one is a CRL 2022 Worlds player. Okay.
Anglijos rinktinė, nors lietuviai išsismūgiavo jį labiau į priekį, bet anglams jis nukrito patogiau. Čia dar vienas puikus smūgis, bet Zaunas išsitraukė. Kamuolį tiesiai iš vartų.
Are we on
Aikštės krašte.
forced maximum quality?
Toksikas vienas pats su kamuoliu, puikus perdavimas į vidurį, bet čia metį. Sėkmingai pasiema ir nespėja prišokti.
Portugal, Germany is tied right now. Might be more interesting. Okay.
Toksikas spėja perimti.
Who is streaming that? Is Razir streaming that by any chance?
Smūgis iš Toksiko. Tiesiai
Or
nuo
is
aikštės
Osoft?
vidurio.
FIFA E Nations?
Labai švelnių lietimų. Net ir toliau negu aikštės vidurio.
Deutschland.
Laisvas pamato šitą momentą ir tiesiog leidžia kamuoliui skristi tiesiai į vartus.
Damisch geht übers Feld, Bad gesucht, aber nicht komplett gefunden.
Könnte auch unser Name als Caster-Duo sein. Wadi.
Yeah, this is a good one.
Teammate mit dabei, das spielen sie
Batty
ganz sauber aus. Der Chronic will Zeit kaufen,
is
macht da super
the kid who
richtige
popped
Entscheidung.
off for
Die ganze
all
RLCS-Erfahrung
CS1s.
vom Portugiesen. Nächstes Tor entscheidet. Wir gehen rein in die
Honestly, it could be fun to have Vadi on for a show match
bis
or
ein
two.
Team ein Tor erzielt. Und
Vadi was pretty fun.
Die deutsche E-Nationalmannschaft ist zunächst aber die Portugiesen.
Vadi I'd actually be down to have show matches for.
Zweite Touch da am Backboard.
Just like every other person in preparation for ones, not only doesn't really want to play, but has already played 1,000 show matches before. But that's not true for Vadi.
Dayshift. Der aus deutscher Sicht bisher der Mann der Partie ist. Dayshift könnte da theoretisch noch mal reinkacken, wenn er lustig ist. Ja, so lustig dann auch wieder nicht. Portugal schafft es, diesen Angriff hier in ihrer eigenen Ecke erstmal zu stoppen. Oh, what, Dayshift? Was ist das für 50?
Ist der Mann
Player
breit
4,
gebaut
dude.
oder was? Boah, ist der mächtig.
Bossed it
Der hat
in.
richtig gepumpt.
FIFAe is linked to the Football Association, which makes it far more akin to the real deal.
Und er bullied sich
In a
da
bad
mal
way,
sowas
is my
von
understanding.
durch. Hei, Dayshift will nicht verlieren.
Wait, England and Lithuania is actually tied right now as
und vor allem,
well.
ich saß so da und dachte, ja okay, da hat er ja keine Chance bei dem 50, ne?
Ja.
Da kann ja nichts passieren. Und dann brettert der dieses Ding da tatsächlich rein ins Tor. Und Dayshift kommt
Ansage.
wieder rein in diese Startaufstellung der Nationalmannschaft und spielt hier eine überragende erste Partie.
I'm
7
assuming they're
Schüsse,
gonna ready up quick.
eine Parade
EWC
und
LCQ teams
2
are provided with a
Tore.
$100,000 prize pool incentive
Also
for
das
teams
ist
placing
schon
top 12 and prize pool
wirklich,
get higher as you
wirklich
place higher. Ah, so you're
bombastisch,
saying they were trying to get the
was,
LCQ guys
der
there,
Jamie
trying to say like,
hier
hey, it's worth it to
runtergezockt hat
pay
in dieser
to
ersten
fly out
Partie.
your
Und
team
da war
because
schon Druck drauf, Georg.
all the way
Das
down to
muss man
top
schon
12
sagen.
you're gonna
Also,
get
ne, du bist in dieser neuen Konstellation.
at least like
und
reimbursed
kriegst ein
probably.
sehr, sehr ärgerliches 0:1 aus deiner Sicht und die Reaktion, Georg, die war super.
I mean, I gotta watch Spain versus
Ja,
France
zumal-
FIFA World Cup,
also,
the actual
besser
FIFA World
konnte sein.
Cup.
Muss man an der Stelle ganz
Probably
klar sagen.
not
Die
on
Reaktion
stream.
war da, die Reaktion war gegeben. Und vor allen Dingen
But it
brauchst
seems
du
like a
halt so einen
no-brainer to pull up
Moment, wo du sagst,
on the
oder
side.
diesen Spieler,
When is
ja,
the
du sagst,
final of the World Cup?
Ist mir jetzt egal,
played?
dass wir jetzt mit
Because
100
the two
Sekunden
semis are the
liegen.
next 2 days, right?
Keine Sorge, Jungs. Das hat so ein bisschen Galacticos-Feeling von Real Madrid in den
Sunday?
2000ern. Und das ist vielleicht der nächste Galactico, der uns hier
Did
anreißt.
Germany instantly
Oder
score this time?
Wunderbar
Oh,
platzierter
soft.
Schuss. Premierentor im Deutschland-Dress.
Meine Erinnerungen an die frühen 2000er sind nicht mehr ganz so gut. Da habe ich noch im Sandkasten gesessen und Sand gegessen. Schönes 1:0
Oh, and
für
third
Deutschland
place is
hier
on
vor
Saturday.
Vom 16-Jährigen. Jetzt auch mit
How hard
seinem
did the
ersten
team
Tor
sweat for
für
third?
die deutsche Nationalmannschaft.
Like 100%, I guess, because it's still the World Cup
Und
after
das
all,
ist
or
doch jetzt hier wirklich eine runde Sache. Und es zeigt, und das ist auch, das
And
ist
you
so
only have to
ein
play every
tolles
once
Gefühl,
every
dass wir in dieser Nationalmannschaft
4
wirklich
years,
durchwechseln
or?
können, wie wir lustig sind. Und immer haben wir eine schlagkräftige Truppe auf dem Feld. Und für Portugal
yeah, medals a big deal.
müssen, sich jetzt
Wait, do they do
ordentlich
medals?
anstrengen, um hier zumindest einen
For some reason, I feel like
Punkt
World
zu
Cup.
sichern.
Do they give like bronze, silver, gold? I don't know why I thought that was like exclusive to the
Wird
Olympics.
es allerdings nicht passieren. Portugiesen machen jetzt aber
They're just
ordentlich Dampf nach
barking
dem
at
deutschen
somebody
Führungstreffer.
driving by who's
Ich glaube, ich bin ein bisschen verwirrt.
Louder
Ich glaube,
than
Chronic
normal.
ist jetzt Player 8, der war vorher Player 4.
Ja.
Also, ja, das mit dem
third,
Streamer-Mode
fourth,
finde ich
low key,
auch
silly, and
in
unnecessary.
den etwas,
You know, when you're
wichtiger,
doing it
glaube ich,
over a
wird
course
das
of like the
wahrscheinlich
Olympics,
werden nämlich machen,
Olympics,
weil
it
das
makes
ist ja
sense because
kein
you know
Zustand.
medal count for your country. You got to get another
Auf
bronze.
jeden Fall nicht.
But
Aber hier ist es auf
World
jeden Fall
Cup,
noch genehm.
what do you get
Anstatt
other than just being
nicht
like,
gegen
I mean,
seinen ehemaligen
it's sick to be
Teamkollegen
third because it's everybody
Top
cares a lot about the World Cup. And
Historie
honestly, it might be the
zusammen.
one tournament that exists that it doesn't need anything more than that. Like it's just the freaking World Cup being 36.
Der visiert den Winkel an, aber trifft nur das Aluminium. Der Pfosten hält. Und Deutschland muss sich aus der Defensive rausarbeiten. Dayshift, wir nennen es mal Fake. Lässt da durch für
Bombo
Tox.
nenne ich's.
Und jetzt genau Tox, der Veteran mit der Kontermöglichkeit. 1 gegen 1 gegen Seco Tox, aber
FIFA, you can have 6 players, so you can have a
Zeit im
full
Gym
secondary
verbracht,
roster.
sein
France definitely looked like they were throwing an entire
lustig,
secondary
Tox, ja.
roster.
Der ist da auch sehr
With
aktiv
Zen,
drin,
Batura,
glaub ich.
Juicy being the main roster, I would
Das,
assume.
wenn mich nicht alles täuscht. Und wir müssen mal eine Sache noch lobend hervorheben hier. Also die deutschen 50-50s, die sind wirklich,
Deutschen
also
50-50s.
gerade im gegnerischen letzten Drittel, ein Schmanker. Schmankerl heißt
Oh,
er,
did
glaub
he
ich, ne?
just
Du bist
curse?
hier
It
der-
sounds like he's cursing. What is he saying?
Nee, das war kein Schmangel. Aber ich glaube, der muss ja noch den Bump dodgen von der Chronic. Der fährt nämlich hier durch. Ja, und ja, er hat ihn nicht gedodged. Er wird auf den Boden gepresst.
Hello, Tox. Even with the bump, shouldn't Tox have saved that?
Mit vollem Einsatz kommen sie hier zum Ausgleichstreffer.
Ja, Tox auf der
Should we
trotzdem, also auch wenn er da den Bump ausweichen muss,
somebody clip my explanation of FIFAe and ENC and Esports World Cup and we'll just make it a command.
Wunderbarer Pass runter von Dayshift und dann visiert Tox das untere
rechte
Eck an. Richtig stark
screw
gemacht.
me. No, you're right.
Tiefschießen, Hochgewinn, Deutschland
No,
führt.
I'll just...
Besser kannst du diesen Pass
I'll just
nicht
not
bringen.
stream.
Und Tox, der ist eine Maschine, der ist eine Kapazität auf diesem Gebiet des Tore-Versenkens. All seine Erfahrung und der macht den.
By the way, I officially don't have to eat jar mayonnaise.
Zu jeder Uhrzeit mit verbundenen Augen, mit
I put the mayonnaise up on the line to go live at least
Deutschland
once this week. Already did it. Bang.
holt sich das 2:1.
My concern, you believe good gameplay is better than
in Führung hat.
and more required than just mechanics. You will need mechanics if you want, but you don't need it to go pro.
Sehr gut
If you know English, please tell me so.
Jetzt
I do know English. You
Hat
absolutely need
mit
mechanics to
dabei
go pro.
und er sneakt den rein ins kurze Eck. Portugal wird auf dem
You
falschen Fuß
absolutely need everything to go pro.
Auch gute
Now, if you're talking about getting like
Vision
Grand
da
Champ,
von Dayshift, der nicht
yeah,
aufhört
I
nach
mean,
der Demo
you don't
auf
need
der Chronic, der
mechanics to a certain
weitergeht,
degree, right?
Weiter Richtung Buddy am Backboard und dann hat Tox
But
natürlich
you
die
need everything to
Klasse
go
auf diesem
pro.
relativ engen Winkel mit
But
wenig
gameplay
Fuß.
is better.
Dann zutreffen, guter Winkel vom Veteran. Und damit die
They're both
zweite
extremely important at
für die
pro
deutsche
level.
E-Nationalmannschaft und damit ein Spiel, was sich langsam in ruhige Gewässer bewegt, aber dafür auch sorgt, dass David, glaube ich, längerfristig unser lieber
And they're just more
Nationaltrainer
tied together
ein
than
paar große Probleme
people
hat, denn
maybe want to admit.
wir
Like,
haben's gerade eben
ooh, good on goal.
angesprochen, die
Your
Variabilität
your
in
mechanics
diesem Roster, die
dictate what you can do with your
in diesem
gameplay,
deutschen Fünf-Mann-Gespann.
and so
sehr
Osaf just slamming it
Ja,
top
nächstes
left,
Tor von
baby.
Osaft.
But
Also das Finish war
so
super.
they're not as
Ja,
you can't
Placement
separate them as
1-8.
easily.
Jetzt bitte noch aufs andere Tor.
I'm a GC2 and I can't consistently double tap, and I have 2 flip reset goals
ich glaub
ever.
So, also
Yeah,
Wahl der
that's
Wahl
I mean that's me at
ist,
GC1, or I
ist,
guess I'm only champ 3 right now, but
nicht ganz das richtige
I've
Wort,
been
weil
GC2
du
MMR
hast dann
before, I
wirklich
think, before
Chance,
GC2
einfach
existed.
mit den Spielern zu gehen, die sich am besten fühlen, weißt? Weil
And
wenn
I've
dann
never
einer von denen
practiced
sagt,
flip
hey, Jungs,
reset,
okay,
never
ich hab
got one in
grad einen
game.
schwierigen Tag, natürlich.
Do
du
not
willst
ever double
eine
tap.
Startaufstellung haben, auf die du dich verlassen kannst. Aber wenn halt einfach ein anderer überragend performt und du dann da bedenkenlos wechseln kannst, das ist ja ein Luxus und nichts anderes. Guter Versuch da von Tox. Die leitet den Konter einer Chronic. Ja, hätte er vielleicht direkt wieder fürs Backboard schauen können. Ich glaube, da war relativ viel Platz. Die letzte Minute
Could Turbo
tickt
Pulsar
von
at his
der Uhr.
peak keep up
Und
at the current
Portugal
pro level?
braucht ein Tor. Chronic. Voller Boost-Tank.
No.
Und Dayshift und Tox beide ab. Tox zieht rechtzeitig zurück. Dayshift
I mean,
guter Zweiter. Kauft nochmal ein paar
not really.
Sekunden, kauft ein bisschen Platz. Usaft muss ein bisschen aufpassen.
He'd
Dass
He'd-
ihn hier nicht
no.
verkocht. Diesen Touch macht er nicht. Bleibt cool, bleibt ruhig. Dayshift dodgt den Bump. Und Portugal verhungert an der deutschen Ecke.
Ja, geht es hier nochmal den
Go
Weg
back and watch
durch.
Turbo's peak, which is
Das war
probably
aber
like
knapper als erwartet
when he
von
was on
Osaf.
Dignitas, right?
Da an dieser Stelle, der Konter läuft allerdings über C.
And
Ablage in der Mitte.
watch
Chronic
his
und Van
gameplay,
Bein
and you'll be like,
extrem
oh
nah
yeah.
mal
I mean, you just
wieder
watch
dran.
the games, you're like, oh yeah, this is
Beide
not
gleich
current
nah.
RLCS for sure.
Tox und Osaf.
Could
Über
Turbo
den
Pulsar
rechten
at his
Flügel.
DSC keep up with
So, da
O?
war die vorne,
I mean,
findet
obviously.
An sich nur Dayshift und dann ist Tox aber mit allen Wassern gewaschen.
Name 4 non-Mechie
Dreht
Pros:
den auf
Archie,
den Boden
Killiers, Monkey Moon,
und
Seiko.
sichert damit den
Seiko?
Deutschen 2:0
Killiers?
Sieg insgesamt gegen
Archie,
Let's go.
Monkey Moon.
Sehr
I mean,
schön.
if you just change
Also,
your
lange
definition
hat's
of what a
gedauert,
pro or
Freunde.
what Mechie is, then yeah, you can just list anybody. If you're not Zen or Nupo, then you're not Mechie, and then now tons of pros are not Mechie. Okay, France is playing Greece, it looks like.
il n'a pas pu frapper derrière. Par contre, là, il le peut. Et là, Lucas
And Eugene's playing.
Par Eugene. Cette balle qui est partie.
Eugene is here. Juke is out. Eugene is here. Wait, that's 4 different players we've seen. Matza, Matzer, Eugene, and Juke. There's not enough space for all of Zen, Juicy, and Batira.
Top 6 actuellement avec son équipe. Magnolia avec
4 non-Meki pros, Nupo, Zen, Daniel, Diaz.
Et on est de retour à l'offensive côté français. Matzer qui va pouvoir
Excuse me?
ballon, il décide de prendre son temps, le duel est neutre. Eugene à la récupération, le 50, on arrive à passer au-dessus du dernier défenseur, Fotis qui temporise. Mozza avec le flip qui va pouvoir rester au contact.
I think Tox is a good example of a non-Meki pro.
Et bon, va céder du ceiling pour aller chercher un reset, mais ce sera défendu.
Juke is out. His performance not good enough. He's gone. That 4 has been their roster for the entire Nations Cup. They'll field a different roster for the World Cup. Oh, the only thing is somebody told me that you could only have 6, but can you just have 6 different ones for the Nations Cup than the actual World Cup? Feer is a good example of a non-Meki pro. True, I think Wikipedia does list me as a pro. Not Wikipedia, ball chasing. Can you predict the LCQ winners? Yeah, it's going to be R8 in MENA. It's going to be Foot in NA. And it's going to be K-Dub Corp in EU. South America is going to be GS Plus competition. Whatever their name is.
Sur cette double tape de Mozza, il ne reste plus que 2 minutes à la montre. Il faut garder cette avance, voire l'améliorer. Et Mozzarella qui va essayer de repartir.
Mech is just like, at the end of the day, an arbitrary definition that we can all just scale up to decide any one player is or isn't Meki.
Quel jeu de l'équipe de France.
I don't know why we're losing frames on this.
D'aussi belles combinaisons ce soir face à l'Espagne. Et ça régale. En tout cas, on va les bloquer encore une fois en contre-attaque.
Mech is the only Meki pro.
On arrive à verrouiller le jeu, c'est pas trop mal pour l'instant. Est-ce que Eugene va pouvoir envoyer une balle en direction de Matzer? On n'a pas réussi à trouver le partenaire sur cette passe.
Ouais, Wolfrider là, face à Mozza, très largement à l'avantage du français. Le duel derrière, il a tenté le pinching, le ground pinch pardon. On n'a pas trouvé le cadre. Attention à Wolfrider.
Here.
De redirect bloqué par Matzer. Otis qui va devoir y retourner. Il est battu par Eugene qui va poursuivre son effort même s'il est un petit peu court. Matzer à la récupération. Il est attendu sur le mur. Mozza derrière.
I'm not Meki. Koi at this point has played like 2 different show matches on stream.
Eugene va venir couvrir parfaitement.
That puts him at a lot higher than many pros.
Superbe touche, quel enchaînement derrière. Il est rattrapé par
What about Genji Mobile 1? I think Frosty most underrated. Yeah, but why do his teams keep kicking him and going with someone else?
Pour mettre le deuxième but de la Grèce, réduire l'avantage de la France. On va vivre.
I agree. He's crazy Meki.
Ouais, Matzer qui passe à côté là, qui est un petit peu loin pour aller chercher ce duel. On a profité d'un peu d'espace côté grec. Pour, comme tu l'as dit, venir remettre du suspense dans cette fin de rencontre.
Is it a Frosty attitude problem? I mean, maybe. I don't know.
Matzer qui se fait démolir là. De l'autre côté, c'était Mozza, pardon, pas Matzer. Matzer, on va le retrouver ici. Pas de Psycho, ça a été lu par rapport au Touquet. Heureusement que Mozza était vigilant.
Ouais, Mozza a tenu bon pour aider son partenaire. Eugene la frappe, c'est pas mal, mais Apoke va pouvoir récupérer. Il est rapidement agressé. On ne va pas laisser jouer cette équipe grecque dans ces dernières secondes. Attention quand même à cette balle qui revient dans l'axe. Ça aurait pu surprendre Mozzarella, mais on va reculer intelligemment. C'est parfait. Et on voit cette victoire de l'équipe de France 3-2 dans cette première manche.
Ouais, pas si simple que ça, cette première rencontre. On sent qu'on a mis déjà un petit peu de temps à rentrer dans le match. Une fois que ça a été le cas, tout de suite c'était forcément beaucoup mieux. Mais on voit que c'est pas parfait du côté français. Pas mal de petites erreurs défensivement. On tente aussi beaucoup de choses. Voilà. Peut-être qu'il faudrait se mettre un petit peu plus à l'abri avant de se mettre à tenter un petit peu trop. Mais l'essentiel est là, la victoire de toute façon. En 14 juillet, la défaite n'est pas permise quand tu es français.
Can you translate?
C'est pas possible de perdre. Donc c'est 5 prochaines minutes.
Just soak it all up, you know?
Mais de toute façon, on a gagné le
With my
premier
exposure
match,
to other languages,
match nul au minimum.
you'd think I could
C'est la
understand a
première
word or
victoire,
two
mais tu
more
l'as
than I
dit,
do, but
n'est pas permise. Et on va récupérer ce ballon côté Eugene, enfin côté Madzer, pardon.
when does Kazakhstan play?
Mais il s'illustre bien.
Who are they
justement,
playing again?
Madzer, Eugene qui récupère derrière. Et il a été, ouais, il a fait quelques petites erreurs dans la première manche. On attend un petit peu plus de Eugene pour cette seconde.
Kazakhstan at the end of the stream or
Madzer,
when?
là, avec le fake qui prend son temps. Hein. Il a envie que la défense grecque sorte et s'expose un peu. Mozza qui ne pourra jamais avoir ce rythme du premier coup, il va corriger sa trajectoire, ça lui a coûté énormément de ressources, mais il arrive toujours à garder le contrôle du ballon, trouver un excellent bump. Eugene, je crois que c'est complètement open, malheureusement, le tir est mal
They
ajusté.
play Northern
Mozza ne pourra
Lion.
pas suffisamment redresser la course, on a essayé de pousser là côté français, sera finalement dégagé par la défense.
I did not realize Northern Lion was that good.
On a tenté de jouer sur Eugene, mais Apo de CAC qui a rapidement comblé l'espace. Attention,
That's not called Vex.
Vient nous gêner
just being flashy.
On a bien plongé sur le porteur de balle.
I'm confused, dude. This is an argument that you'll never be able to find common ground because mechiness is just a ethereal thing that you define and, you know, draw the line for yourself in your own head. So you can say words all you want to each other, and it's very easy to never give any ground.
Entre joueurs grecs, ça permet à Madzer de tranquillement récupérer, peut-être profiter de la démolition de Mozza avec le reset, l'accélération. Ça ne passera pas, le dernier défenseur. Allez, Mozza, il faut se réorienter, c'est ce qu'il essaye de faire. Il a encore un peu de boost. Ouais, il essaye d'aller.
I mean, I think Archie counts as a Mechie pro as well.
Sournoise pour essayer de passer les joueurs qui se sont jetés. Mais ça n'a pas fonctionné. Mozza qui peut encore essayer de s'exprimer là-dessus.
But basically all pros are Mechie. There's very few. Latvia forfeited.
1-0-0.
Oh, sevens indeed.
Dans ce second match, Wolfrider, attention, qui est en train d'essayer de s'exprimer. La passe qui va revenir dans l'axe. C'est la parade de Eugene. Mais on transpire un petit peu finish dans ce deuxième match.
Ouais, heureusement que l'attaquant a tiré en plein milieu parce qu'un tir un petit peu mieux ajusté. Et je suis pas sûr que Eugene était en capacité d'aller la prendre. Hein. Cette balle, on se fait peur. Alors que, comme tu dis, le score est toujours 2-0-0 à la moitié de cette
Sheep Esports, by the way, took my clip talking about the Zen Touch versus App Catch and posted it again. I have not checked back in on that tweet. Something tells me it led people to hate on me.
Il a de quoi aller remettre une touche, pas plus. Faut-il derrière dans l'axe, ce sera repris par.
Hey, they took some more clips. Wait, they're just taking my clips left and right, dude. Wait a second.
Double table comme celle de Mozza, mais c'est défendu. On n'arrive pas réellement à créer de grosses opportunités. Sauf peut-être celle de Mozza tout à l'heure qui a été arrêtée par Apo sur une superbe parade.
I'm freaking keeping Sheep Esports alive.
En train de travailler, ça va revenir sur Eugene. Pas de double tap, il a été bonne. Mozzarella va attendre cette balle, elle a récupéré.
Don't worry, people hate on you anyways. Turns out nobody cared about the tweet anyways.
Ouais, encore une fois, hein, c'est parce qu'on est un petit peu lent.
The one comment was hating on me though.
Les défenseurs grecs qui à chaque fois ont le temps de se remettre en place. Alors c'est limite, hein, on sent qu'il n'y a pas besoin d'accélérer énormément pour trouver la faille, mais il va falloir le faire. Là, il faut réussir à frapper au bout d'un moment. C'est parfait avec la.
Okay, Eugene.
On joue avec le backboard en deux temps.
This is a much better shot in the context that, you know, they haven't even scored a goal yet in the 3 minutes 40 seconds, so they needed a Eugene shot.
Avec le reset backboard, bien gardé jusqu'au dernier moment. Très bien joué de la part de Eugene. J'en attendais plus, j'en ai eu.
Did you hear apparently Drally doesn't like Seiko? The news shocked me a bit. I'm sure there's tons of dislikes in the scene that we don't hear about. Kratos, save the 21's tier 1. Hey, if you're ready for Worlds, I sure am. When you say Worlds, which one of these Worlds do you mean? The FIFA E World Cup, the Esports World Cup, or the RLCS Worlds?
Ouais, et il fait du bien ce but, le break là, alors qu'on vient de rentrer dans la dernière minute de jeu. Petit
RLCS Worlds.
Côté français, attention quand même là au kick-off.
Yes, I'm excited. Ones and twos championship.
Mais lui aussi, heureusement, il a pu la détourner du bout de sa fenêtre. Madzer en solitaire, bloqué par Fotis. Ouais, le dernier défenseur grec qui s'est raté. Mozza, pas de touche. Eugene tente la frappe, le cadre n'est pas trouvé. Wolfrider qui temporise mais qui n'a plus de boost. Hein. Il ne pourra pas faire grand chose là-dessus. C'est Apo qui va reprendre. On garde le contrôle au sol, c'est bien fait. Il arrive à éliminer un premier joueur. Derrière Madzer qui n'ose pas se jeter. Fotis la frappe, elle est pas cadrée en 2 temps. Ça passe.
Fotis Amaki.
Il faut relancer le suspense en fin de match.
Ouais, bien joué de la part de
Chris.
belle
Making it
fin,
interesting
feinte
here.
un petit peu, de la part de Fotis, cette
One
frappe
time,
amortie.
Drally leaked fake news to Seiko to test it, and that news found its way to Shift. That's pretty funny.
Le kick-off.
Did he actually say that? That'd be a pretty funny story.
Essayer de gêner la relance et c'est bien fait pour l'instant. Mozza qui récupère ensuite. Mozza encore dans son travail de bas.
There's very rarely was Shift ever wrong, but it'd be pretty funny if Shift was wrong because Drally leaked him fake news. He said that? You saw the clip? That's pretty funny. Seiko's just known as the rat who gives all the info to Shift.
On a souffert un petit peu, on a douté, mais on est en train de
Maybe they pay him.
peut-être une dernière action. Cette balle qui n'a plus toucher le sol, mais Fotis qui va nous faire trembler une dernière fois. Cette balle finit par toucher le sol.
It could be as simple as he's just like good buddies with whoever was behind Shift. Am I gonna watch Spain versus France? Probably. Am I gonna do like a watch along or something on stream? Probably not.
Georg?
Ja, brechen kann, aber die Double Commits, die wir sehen, sind
Oh wait, Saudi
meistens
Arabia is playing.
gut kommuniziert.
Do we want to go watch Saudi Arabia?
Dann so weit kommen sie dementsprechend auch damit klar.
Saudi versus Qatar, is that right? We might have joined in too late, dude. Who had a better run, Zen rookie season or Ponies Ahoy Contexto and Fear streams? Oh, it's tough. Tough to say. Tough to say. How about Kinsey in early Fear streams? Chat, are you guys being nice to each other? I put Saudi 2 up, but I think it might be 0. Mile was looking pretty good going into the RLCS 1s. I don't know who he got eliminated by. Oh, look at Abdullah. Just dice them all up. Everybody looking silly. Oof. Oof. Chat is going to be usually nice to each other, but they're not being nice to each other right now. They're arguing over mechiness. Ooh. You missed when RLCS main event titles were the only special titles? I feel like adding in a couple titles for like 128 and then giving them a different, less glowy color, I thought that was fine. It's good. More titles are good. Giving out more bright blue titles, whatever, like they give for world champions and whatnot, that's probably not good. Remember when they added the post-it sound? I know, isn't that crazy? It's like very recent. And yet it's so natural now and so obviously a good change. How many more obviously good changes are sitting right in front of our eyes that we didn't think about? Because I'll admit, I never thought like, hey, Rocket League needs the post to make a noise. But since it's been added, it's like, oh, this is obviously just better. How many more things are there like that? Maybe it's like they need to put in automatic flip reset double tap. We think we don't want it, but then maybe when we have it, I get to score a flip reset double tap. TRK left the match. Is that 2? No, they don't have a win yet here on the Saudi counter. You want Psyonix to make map playlists that you can make and select maps quicker after a game is over in private matches? Is Canada in this? They should be. But maybe the FIFAe for the NA stuff is later in the day? No, this is the one they're not in. No, this is the one where they're not in. Canada is not in this one because it has to go through FIFA. So I think no Canada here. Add another button that turns off gravity. Chat, you guys are just stuck here with me and our own thoughts. Absolutely no audio between these games. Whew. Do you like cookie dough? We made cookies last night, chat. They were tasty. That's my whole story. Do you have a tan line from your t-shirt? I think so. Might not be able to tell right now. Damn, looking big. You're not. There's no way. I haven't done an arm workout in many months. So chat's just being nice. Bang? No. When he said big, he meant the other meaning. Oh, like fat? Well, I don't get called that often, so I'll take that. Is your right or left arm bigger? Those of you who watch baseball, is it often that pitchers have a way stronger pitching arm? Because I never really thought about it. And then I was watching baseball in person somewhat recently. I was like, wait a second. Is that guy's pitching arm not just like meme level jacked versus his other arm? I'm like, this is like, I've never seen, like I've only seen it in fake memes. Like the Quagmire one, where it's like one arm is just like super duper jacked. I was like, I'm pretty sure I'm looking at the real life version of this with this pitcher. His pitching arm was just so much stronger, so much bigger. Yo, Weather! Thank you for the brand new tier 1. Oh, those brand new tier 1s, man, they just hit different. Thank you, Weather. How about the weather today? Weather's good in Tucson. It's cooling off. Rainy, but not constantly raining, just enough to cool it off. I think every 33-year-old in the U.S. probably knows Quagmire's name. Although there's definitely been times where I wasn't able to remember it, but I did just remember it. Just came to my head. Play that Blink-182 Tucson that we beat to death in Tucson. Yeah, exactly. Tucson actually must be pretty convenient for some rhyming schemes, because I feel like Tucson shows up a lot more often than it should, considering it's not that big a city. But it's just kind of nice when you need like a location to rhyme with the things that rhyme with Tucson, I guess. Like on, maybe the word on in general, I don't know. Why is it Tucson and not Tucson? Because it's Spanish, I assume. Like everything down here. We just take them Spanish words and steal them. Could be wrong about that, to be honest. But like, we have a, well, never mind. I was gonna talk about street names, but probably a bad idea. Yeah, there's these 4 different street names super close to my house that are funny. The point is, there in Tucson in general, there's lots of basically Spanish street names, and so when we have like our Texan relatives come, they say I'm wrong. Although Texas should be more exposed to Spanish, but I guess not. Anyone can cook. Let's talk about that funny pattern in your social security number. Yeah, that's a good point. You guys think if we go offline, the people are arguing about Archie's mechanicalness will keep going? I think they're good for just a few hours of Archie mechanical debate, regardless of what's happening on stream. I think they're set, man. They've found out what they're doing for the next couple hours. They've already muted the stream to focus. Like they didn't go as far as to take it into DMs, but stream's muted. It's set to audio only on their phone, and it's muted, and they're just locked in. Why would I mute? Because you got to be locked in. Like we haven't talked about Archie's mechiness in minutes. Where have you been? Life is so hard without my Feer content. Do you mean my YouTube? We were live past couple days, right? We've been live somewhat recently with the LCQ stuff. That being said, we haven't gotten in many show matches, if that's what you're referring to. Who knows? Maybe we could get one today. Nah, probably not. Because France versus Spain is going to start in 40 minutes, and ain't nobody playing a show match during that. Okay, Rocket Baguette went offline. That makes me think France is done. Osoft isn't. I think we're kind of wrapping up here a little bit. I think there's a chance games are kind of ending a little bit right now. Do you guys think you could get 100 Marblers in here? Will there be another May soon? It was legendary. Yeah, I mean, the thing about May is the reason why it was so good is because it was the month before RLCS 1s. So you might think that I'm in control of it, right? Like, oh, Fear, why don't you just do another May? Why don't you just do a month of May where you do Mages and Mario and you stream a bunch? But none of the pros would want to play. Jaliches and Jalurio. I'll tell you one thing that I am trying to do. I'm trying to make moves to, you know, begin the roots of content outside of show matches. And if that were to bloom, then we'd have some stuff to do. And I could maybe go live more often outside of just times when pros want to play show matches. The route is to get good at the game. Nah, it's just too tough. Who is the worst person at the game who just queues ranked and it still works? I think they're all at least SSL. Tenacity is like, he's SSL. I don't think you should rely on show match content if you want the channel to grow. I mean, we always want the channel to grow. I don't think there's a better way to grow it in Rocket League. At least not that I want to do. There's like, right now the shorts game in YouTube, for if you want to do like the shorts game like Rocket League. Yo! They were the $2. Bryce XD? That's true. Bryce XD, YouTube chat. Get a $2 super chat. Bryce, I think is maybe kind of similar to me. But that's a good point. Like his content, what he does is my understanding, I don't actually watch Bryce. So let it be known before the clips get farmed. He's just like super energetic and kind of toxic is my understanding. And I don't know if I can match that, but also I think he might be better. He might be like GC2 or 3. You're also kind of toxic. Yeah, I don't know if I'm toxic the way that, you know, it's fun to watching someone ranked. He's a bit mad at his teammates. You like the shorts where it's like anime? I think Bust or Hust or something. Twitch has DMs? They do. Thank you for the $2 super Randy. But I don't even know if I enjoy it too, right? Like if I was grinding 2s 4 hours a day every stream, I don't really enjoy that. Like I said before, I like concepts and things that break down into like stories and YouTube videos basically. Now, show matches are really easy. It's a built-in story, built-in YouTube video every time, which is why it's nice. It's like the story is that this guy's facing this guy in a best of 5, clear beginning and ending, clear storyline, as opposed to just like, well, today we're just gonna grind ranked. So that's what we're gonna do. What's his face who played Reddles with all the players and the biggest bad player who has huge streams? What's his face who played Reddles with all those players? You're talking about Jinxie? Are you referring to Jinxie? The 70,000 average viewer? Oh! Stupid. I'll just be Jinxie, guys. Why don't I just be Jinxie while I stream Rocket League? It's a good point. If he streamed it, he would be both way worse than me at the game and would have way more viewers. But you think a cooking stream would be a good step away from Rocket League? I do think I have to do a cooking stream because I promised chat that. Are we going to be able to get 100 players? Rank graph tracker with punishment for dips and rewards for peaks. Yes, that's not a bad idea. It's not a bad idea. Don't get me wrong. But it's not a fully complete story, if you ask me. And you also can't just repeat that for the rest of time. How many subs for another milk only stream? I don't know. It'll have to be part of a Donathon or something. You guys can ask for milk only stream 2. Except I don't know what I would do in milk only stream 2. There's only 70 people watching the stream. I do keep my viewership number hidden, so there could be only 70 people. But you know, if there is only 74 people, then I ask you to go bring your friend in. Did you miss the milk only stream? It's not worth going back for, man. You want to experience it? Here, I have it right here.
I'm gonna drink this glass of raw milk. But first, I'm just gonna heat it up. No big deal.
It has no lactose, no
cholesterol.
There's your taste. That was, of course, the end of the milk stream. That's where it got to, but sometimes Fear watches this to make sure he knows what his peak was. Chat, 19 players. I don't think we have much more FIFA Esports Nations Cup gameplay left. I think we're going to run the marbles, call it a dizzy here. We made it to 2 hours and 20 minutes. But we need 100 Marbies. Are you going to silently retire on us like Mist? No, if anything, I'm still working hard, man. I'm working hard. Working hard to make stuff happen. I've been talking with Dr. Feer. You know, I never know how much to reveal to you guys, you know? 19 players. I wonder if you unbanned me on Twitch, I'd be able to play. Nope. But, like, the reality is, as I explore more things that aren't just show matches for the rest of time, it might not work. You guys might not like it. It could hurt the bottom line. And if the bottom line gets hurt enough, then I'm going to have to get a software job, you know? So there's that element of it, but giving it a go. My thought is I made it this far. I feel like I kind of understand what's good. If I'm just always working towards making something good and I'm not slacking off, then I think maybe I should be able to do it. I should probably end up succeeding. And if I don't, whatever. What can you do? Only way to hurt the bottom line is to withhold marbles. That's actually the only thing keeping the bottom line in the air. If I give you marbles for free, we'd never get another sub on this channel again. 9 more players. This gap between Major 2 and Worlds is pretty brutal. Yeah, to be honest, though, the other thing is, like, with the kids in the family, ideally, I find a way to cut out weekends. Like, weekend work. Right now, it's not great that every RLCS season is just like, all right, dad's working a ton of weekends, you know, and Dr. Fear, who actually works a real job that requires you to work on weekends, also might have to work some weekends as well. So it's just, it's not ideal. Thoughts on how mechy Archie is? I've never heard of him. Who's Archie? Chat, we need 7 more players. You're telling me 7 people aren't tabbed out right now? Come on. Tell me that there isn't at least 7 people tabbed out. Ready to tab back in. Yeah, I'm talking about you. We need you. We need you to lock in. We need you to tab in. 2 more. 2 more. We tab in. We start. All right. 1 away. Release rope. What's your stream streak at, dude? I feel like I missed you a couple times, but it might just mean you didn't type recently. All right, we're good. We got 100. You can stop tabbing in. Maybe it's because I never played the music. That's probably what it is. I have 3 marbles right now. I don't know what you want from me. AIS Scrim. Ace Scrim. Koi Verb. Your alts are subbed as well, Proverb. Flasted. Hep Seagull. Hep Seagull be grinding marbles off stream, dude. Quest with a gifted release rope. You have 386. Release rope. How come you didn't try and win head mod during the head mod stream? Be honest, you went back into the VOD and you opened it back up. Carl Arl. Carl Arl. In the lead. You just don't like seeing VIPs without subs? Sailton, name of the 10 months prime. Dun, 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 dun. Carl Arl. Imagine not trying to win head mod. Couldn't be me. You had your chance. Hep Siegel or whoever it was going to give it up for you. Carl Arl is still looking good. Borderline. Ooh. Unless he chokes. Quest. Ace-Grim. You need to really not get bounced out here, it looks like. Regulalu. Rudolph. Ooh, Rudolph surpasses. These are tough posts to beat. I was here, but you know I don't want mod. True. True. Rudolph 248. Dude, the mom of the marbles is forever going to be One Punch Legend. Because this is about to be a Rudolph win. Congratulations, Rudolph. On your subscription to the channel. Boom, 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 boom. Unless I leave my PC for half an hour and I win marbles a third time. You haven't won before? Or you won twice? If coined, then happy. Zaki's Bach? Uh-oh. Zaki's Bach. That fire is maybe faster than you, though. This name is safe because I won't know how to type it to time them out. Whoever this is safe. They're going to be just fine. I'm not finding that name. Looks like we've got somebody dodging a ban. Because I couldn't tell you who that is, and I couldn't tell you how to time them out. Congratulations! You figured out the loophole. And as long as you don't type, because if you type now, I'll probably be able to tell. So if you're smart, you'll say nothing, and you will not get timed out for 2 weeks. Congratulations. All right, chat. GG's today. Oh, they've been found. They've been found. We got them. We got them. Chat, we got them. Yeah, thanks for coming to watch. You said thanks for going live. Thanks for showing up to watch the stream today. Every last one of you can hear my voice. You supported stream today. I didn't know I was gonna stream today, and then we got 30 subs, and then it was a great time. And then we watched some top nations destroy some bad nations. We figured out a lot. We figured out a lot about esports World Cup. This is the real reason to go live. I needed this. I'm gonna see if I can save this off for myself and for when anybody asks in chat, because now I get it. Now I get it. GG's, guys. Thanks for hanging. We'll watch some ads, find somebody to raid. I'll see you hopefully later this week as well. No, I want to go live again. I don't know if I can make another another promise to eat mayonnaise like I did if I didn't stream today, but GG's, guys. Let's all just talk about Archie and whether or not he's mechanical.